Mirage, whereas on Mirage, it was a tight affair early on. In the first half, it was pretty neck and neck between two teams, no one really having a substantial edge. It was eventually Endpoint who managed to win those 5 rounds in a row and have a 10-5 lead. They managed to secure the victory on the second half as well, but not before Illuminar gave them a fighting chance. We'll see how things are going to play out here on the second map. Can Illuminar actually bounce back and put us to a third one, or will it be Endpoint to City 0? The name's Sir Daniel. I'll be joined here by Define, and well, heading into this match of Define, I think that the result of the previous map will actually be a pretty big impact for this best of 3 moving forward.
Yeah, I think Endpoint has a pretty good shot, and they should, on paper, take this to 2-0. We don't have any stats on Illuminar on Inferno. They haven't played an official yet, so we don't really have anything we could go on for Illuminar. We do have a little bit of stats on Endpoint, though. They have played this a couple times. It's not the best, actually. They have a 43% win rate across 7 maps. So they pretty much won as many as they lost. But look at the recent couple matches here. They lost in the Loot.BET Season 6, they lost 19-15 against Gade on Inferno here. So that was pretty close. Then they won against a couple, they won against Gade 16-5 a couple days after that, and Offset maybe not the best team, but. And then they have lost against Alternate, Force, Furia, and stuff like that. But that was a couple months back, so they have a shaky results on it, so they can definitely lose this map, there's no doubt, but if they're picking it, I feel like they practiced it since those matches. Those matches were like a week or so ago. So maybe they made some more research on the map and just taken the map more in, and now they're ready for Inferno again to close this 2-0 down. And well, they're going to be on the T side here. Illuminar, they're going to be on the better side, but let's see how much they're going to use it, because normally it's been about the T side here in today's game. We saw a lot of that as well on the first half, on the first map, sorry, where Endpoint were pretty damn good on the T side. We're going to see if they're going to have something similar here. This is a more tactical map though than Mirage. You're going to have to play a lot more team game than aim-based map. Mirage, you can go up mid and just aim. Here, small choke points, you have to flash for your teammates. You're going to have to play around with the utility and the teammates. But let's see here. Well, Crucial with a nice one tap there with the P250. Gets the first opener, but Mouse has a headshot angle. He somehow doesn't get killed by headshot, but they're now pushing into the side. And the USP's close range is not good, Danny. And this is once again an Endpoint. They're winning every single pistol.
Oh, they're so good at them. That's the thing. They're really good at their pistol rounds. Able to swarm the bomb side, fighting every single Illuminar player one by one. And that's it. That's the round over at this point. Snax and Vega can try and hope to go for this retake, but we know the Fuse get at play, and needing to find 4 kills on the A bomb side, it almost is mission impossible. So instead of giving away their lives for free, Illuminar will in fact consider saving the 2 Kevlars they have here. They're going to come in handy the next round, that they will opt to go for a force spy, I like to say. More often than not, teams, especially in the CD side as well, after losing the first pistol, do go for the force spy, and I think that's going to be the case here. Might as well.
Yeah, there's no reason not to when you have 2 Kevlar, so, they can buy themselves an SMG if they want to around that. They have 2,000. But they will go for the buy here, as you can see. Every single player investing here. So Snax and Vitchy, they can have... Actually, never mind, I was going to say they're going to have 1k left. But Vitchy's getting the C set, the nades, and a full Kevlar and stuff like that, so he's going to spend all the money he has. Snax is going to have 900 left though, but this is a force. Let's see if this is going to work out with the Minar. But we see this force bias on the CT side also losing the pistol pretty much every single game. It's very rare that we see a full leak on the second round to buy a third. Because you can have so much more money in the fourth round, I mean. So, the Minar, not the start that we're hoping for here on the CT side. Of course, this is going to be a harder map for them to win than Mirage was. So, it's not going to get easier from here, it's only going to get harder. And that's why I feel like I'm going to edge Endpoint winning 2-0 here. Because I just feel like they have the better players, they have the better teamwork at this point. But they need to execute it too, so... Minute on the clock here, it seems like they want to head towards the A site. There's a lot of CTs on the site though. There's one guy at pit, one guy site, one towards library. Oh, he's gonna sneak around outside the smoke, trying to play around it, but Thomas is gonna see him. Nice entry here for Endpoint. There's only 2 players now on the side here. Snacks is behind the smokes, he can't help his teammates out. One League's trying to come through here. Doesn't really find it, and they're gonna get overwhelmed here on the side. But what? Mouse with a nice 1 League. That's all they're gonna order here for lunch, or for dinner rather. Coming closer. And that's the 2-0, and an eco should be inbound for Illuminar.
Not bad. That's the start you're looking for if you're Endpoint. And now with this situation, of course, Illuminar just have to go on the pistols. You know, they have to go for the eco because the previous force buy was not a success. I do like the fact that they buy at least a couple of grenades here, you know, get those high explosives out. Fact is, on a map like Inferno, there's a lot of these close range encounters, and if you're able to time your grenades well enough, you could come out on top with some damage being dealt. Like, for example, in Thomas, losing a big chunk of his HP to a few grenades there deployed by the B-side defenders. But I like the fact that Endpoint, you know, they're more than aware of such nade usage being possible. That's why it's not like they're moving in clumps of players. Here in the middle, it's a bit of a different story. There's 1 grenade being thrown out, but that fails. The second one as well, I don't think it lands at its designated target. So much for the grenades being deployed. So Endpoint, I mean, they got a huge edge at this point. The MAC-10s, the SMGs in general, can be the first players to enter the bomb site. But it could be a scary situation for them. Look at the positioning of the Illuminar players. All 5 of them close by the A site.
Yeah, it is. So maybe they should try to. They're just checking it. I think they want to avoid the stack, but now it's real finding that one. I think they're gonna go for it. Oh, this could actually be pretty bad from the T side, but they will be able to fix it in the end. They lose 2 players, actually losing the 3rd. This is more damage than it should be, but they finally take him down. Innocent with a nice double kill there with the USP actually. And his Surreal was like, okay, he got that one, now they're like, push in. But nice play there for Innocent. But a 3-0 coming up here for Endpoint early on the map 2, their map pick. Looking good for the Brits. And we're gonna be seeing a Byron here. Snacks back on the AWP just like we saw on Mirage. Didn't really do too much with it though on Mirage, did he? So hopefully he can have a little bit more impact here. He did have a couple rounds, I remember, but not too many actually, unless I'm mistaken. So hopefully he can step up here. Or he needs to step up here on, you know, the CT side of Inferno. Because this is also a little bit of heavy CT side of map, normally.
Normally it is, but I've been seeing a lot more Inferno games that have become very close indeed. 8-7 halves, 9-6. Definitely not the classic old Inferno of 2014, I'd say. And with Krieg also being a big part of it, I guess that's one of the reasonings behind it. At this point, however, the players here from Illuminar not really sure of what's going on. They have barely any map control towards middle, in fact none whatsoever. On the B-bomb side, you know, it's a different situation. We have 2 players pushed up close by and top banana, but Thomas though does get the tag here and Snacks. No kill though, it's not lethal, but they've shown off some presence here towards banana, and that's not going to force out a rotation. If anything, the player from the B side will begin to go towards A. This is so good right now.
Yeah, due to the guy close banana sandbags, he saw that they rotated back, and the upper, you know, even though they think the upper went back and they're gonna put pressure on B, they know that it's not gonna be the A side. But here comes the A play. The first guy coming through. The second guy's in pit though. They completely ignores where Reeds are. He finds himself 2 and a 3rd. What? Reeds, how does he find these frags in the pit? Now the push comes through here, and it's gonna be Veggie with the first one. Reeds still hasn't died, and he's gonna find all 4. What? It looks like they knew that where it was after the first kill, right? They got 1 for 1 in pit, and then he's behind the smoke there, but then just looks away from him. Looking towards long instead. And Reese picks up 4 frags out of thin air. That should not happen from Endpoint. They had a pretty good execute actually. They get the guy mini pit. They just need to take care of the guy big pit, and they have the entire site. But Illuminar, especially Reach there, saves the round for the Polish squad. Keeps them just a few rounds away here. That is so important here for the cities to get gun rounds on the board.
Oh yeah, and I'd just say in general, that's just the power of the pit position. If you're the T side, if you're not throwing down the Molotovs or grenades to try and force out the player out of position, it is so difficult with the player in the pit. And so, Rates demonstrates as why that's the case. And Illuminar, we actually now see a bit of a change up in their defensive. Now they're actually, holding on to middle. They're not giving away brackets that easily. And towards the B-bomb site, they still have 2 defenders. Very peculiar setup right now coming in from Illuminar. They're not really fighting too much. They're just waiting for the opponents to appear in their crosshairs first.
But double up, this is very risky. Or not risky, but expensive. And actually a little bit risky sometimes too if you don't get the kills with it. Then you basically wasted so much money. About 5k with top of Kevlar, so about 6k with nades on top of that. So you really need to pay results here with this ops, but they're not checking the boost spot here. Oh my goodness, they are crossed through. Oh my goodness, he's gonna get a free kill here on the guy towards the side, but he's gonna wait for more than one. He gets the first frag, but he doesn't get the second one. Oh my goodness, he could have done so much there, but he did so little. Little by piece, they're taking them away here at Endpoint. 3v2. Danny, he had a perfect opportunity to find more than one there.
He did, because Veggie had the element of surprise in that position. Not a single Endpoint player checked that spot due to the obscurity of the smoke grenades and the flashbangs that were thrown out. So I thought Veggie, he's in such a good spot to at least get a few kills, but he only gets the one. Flusters the spray in the second guy, and boom, your head's gone and you're down and out. Endpoint with a very successful hit here on the B-bomb site. And with that said, that's the round. That's just the nature of the map like Inferno. Once the B-bomb site is lost so quickly, and if you don't have, say, a man advantage coming in with a retake, it's really hard to try and retake this one. And this kill especially. Once Robin gets that kill, that pretty much seals the deal. There's no way in the world Illuminar can hope to go for that retake on the B side. It's just too much.
Yeah, 4-1. Endpoint wins the second gun round here. Illuminar, yes, they are gonna have the 2 saved M4s with the Kevlar, so the other 3, they're gonna have a couple upgraded pistols around it. So unless the M4s can do anything in this round, this should be a 5th for Endpoint before we see a full buy round here for Illuminar. So Endpoint, they can get up on a pretty good lead, to be honest, on the T side if they win this one. They should win this one as well, to be honest. 2 M4s. If they avoid the M4s, they're gonna be fine. And they're doing a lot of damage towards the B side against those pistols. So I think they may want to work towards B because they think they know that there's no M4 there. Reeds has been boosted up on short. So you can see 4 players working their way through Banana. 3 now, dropped the bomb. Actually only 2. So a slow pace round here from Endpoint. Oh, they're gonna go for the flash hit towards mid. They're not gonna piece reach here. Crucial takes down Innocent, but that's not the weapon. These weapons are still alive with full HP. And there's the first one, and that's what cannot happen from Endpoint. Peaked M4s, but they got the trade, so that's actually gonna be good in the end. But there's the last 2 players on the A side. They swift the focus on towards the side. It's a 1 versus 1. He picked up the AK. Oh my goodness, Benji. He showed last round, but this round he shows up. And they're hitting the 8 bombs with all 5 players on. Reach, amazing double for him. And Snacks, he gets that important kill, turns it back to a 1v1 due to that kill from Veggie. And here, picks up the AK and one-taps Thomas, who had an AWP on his back. Oh my god, what a run to win from Illuminar.
It's also the difficult situation for a team like Endpoint, I guess they were more or less expecting it to be somewhat of a partial investment. Once they saw the rifles come out, they probably thought, okay, once we eliminate these 3 guys here towards A, we just can simply commit towards the bomb side like it's nothing. But the problem is, that was a bit of a stack from Illuminar's part. They were not expecting the players to be hiding in those very awkward positions, and Endpoint just not able to check all the angles thoroughly enough, and it costs them. It costs them dearly. It's gonna put Illuminar on their second round here, of course, and well, points still go for the purchase here. A couple guys here like Robin and Thomas have to play with pistols, but at least the other players are armed and dangerous.
But I like that. The 2 B players early on, they got early damage to 30 HP both, right? But then they risked it. They gambled. They both rotated towards the A side to just stack A. and it came A. And I just massive for him, to be honest, that they managed to pull that one off. They will go anywhere else on the map endpoint instead just going straight to A there. They would have lost it, Illuminar. But they go to the perfect gamble. And now this is a better buy for Illuminar. This is where they could string a few rounds together. Win this one, eco endpoint, 4-4 then, and just build from that. That's what they need to do on the CT side. Yes, they won a kind of impossible run last time, but they need to keep building. And if Endpoint just wins it back right here, that one is not really going to matter too much. But here we go. Mouse from the pit area. He needs to line a couple of shots. He lines the first skip, but gets traded out. Look at his trades from Endpoint. This is a much better execute than the last round. And Snacks, well, he's going to get taken down through the smoke. And this is gone. They're going to have to save again. Endpoint, they lose against a weird buy, or the weird 2 saved M4s. And then they win this one. Like, this game, I don't understand it.
Oh. It's so dissatisfying for Illuminar. The defensive doesn't hold up yet again. An Endpoint able to break through here on Inferno. Whether it be the A bomb site, the B bomb site, when it really comes down to these gun rounds, I mean, they're looking stellar. Very good stuff. Very good stuff here for Endpoint. And this is still like early days in the first half, and maybe we'll see if they can continue on with the streak here, Endpoint, or can Illuminar actually bounce back? Because for them, it's
LOOT.BET.
well now. It's gonna be the purchase here for Illuminar. All the players investing every single penny they've got here, so they're really hoping for the victory here. Fighting for banana control could be part of this game plan here. Thomas moving in with the AK. Does lose the engagement, however. He has no teammates to back him up, and Mighty Max has lost a huge chunk of health from the utility of Illuminar.
You can see they actually saved those 2 M4s, so they're going for a buy around it. They're buying another M4, they're getting an AWP, they're getting everything. They're spending all the money in this round in Illuminar to try to win it back. Try to put themselves in a more favorable position, but there's only 2 B defenders. If they get outsmoked here, Snacks, if he doesn't get a kill and he gets outsmoked and his teammate dies on the side, 0 frags, that's gonna be a problem here. So he gets smoked. He's gonna actually take a step forward instead. Well, he's gonna get flashed, but Veggie is gonna help him out from the side here. That's a good kill. That's 2-man advantage now. And I'm not sure the T's are gonna go for it at this point. They're not gonna commit to the B play action. Never mind, they're going back now. 40 seconds to go. You see the third guy rotate over for Illuminar. This should definitely be a lockdown round from the CTs. There should be no way in hell Endpoint can win this round. Yes, the third guy rotated back towards A. But now he's rotating back and forth, like he doesn't know which side he's gonna be on. But he's just gonna gamble because they're taking all the information. And Snacks is getting burned, but not too much. Eventually goes down, yes. But there should be more done here on the B side. But in this end, Illuminar, they're getting absolutely wrecked here. Oh my goodness, but Lucas innocent. What? No! That's illegal. You cannot do that, Crucial. That's supposed to be a 3v2 for Illuminar, and they're falling apart here. He saw the leg. Oh, he saw the leg. And they're just gonna save. They're running away here, but they're getting caught while rotating, and they're both gonna get double killed. Oh no. What did I just witness? They have a double entry Illuminar, and this happens?
What is this though? What is this though?
Yeah.
That's unreal. He should have gotten that kill. Right done it there, innocent. How does Crucial come out on top? Oh boy. Those are the type of rounds you don't want to lose if you're Illuminar. Also got to point out is that in that position though, I thought the CTs can allow the T's to come a little bit closer towards the bomb side. You know, they had more or less a crossfire set up there, so if Vega just stays behind the coffins, Snacks is also able to chime in. But, oh, Crucial, perfect. Oh, shoot him down, hook, line, and sinker. That's the end of this round as Illuminar get absolutely pummeled here by the big green of Crucial.
Yeah, it was an eco run, but still, a round is a round and a collat is a collat. Well, it doesn't matter if they're weapons or not. But at this point, you're gonna have to wonder what can Illuminar do on the CT side if they're losing a run like the previous one in a 5v3. If they're whiffing that much, I don't know what's going to happen here. It's just Illuminar, they're getting absolutely wrecked at this point. 7-2 on the T side. It's like the T side's just been dominating run after round here. But Mouse finally does find an entry towards the apartments here, but is he gonna get wallbang down? 6 HP? Oh, he does make it around the corner. He's lucky to be alive. And with an entry too. So for Illuminar, they need to win the remaining rounds here. At least keep it close to try to get a good T side. But it's very questionable. But here we go, Reeds, nice. He gets himself a first frag of the round. 5v3 now, again, similar scenario as last round. And that's where Endpoint pull things back here. But the flag from Snack is absolutely beautiful. He finds Crucial. And now, are they going to go for double peek on Snacks here? Yes, they are. They're just going to take him down. But the bomb, that's the problem here. There's a guy on long too. Vecchi in the corner. They will win the fight. Looks like Thomas Pro was going to win that. But Robin, 1v3 here. 2 plays very, very low here for Illuminar. Not going to count out Robin here, but he has that pick position. That's so good. And Innocent will find the third for Illuminar. So maybe they will get a few rounds here on the CT side.
Maybe it's still possible for Illuminar to actually, string those rounds together. But again, so far it has been the Endpoint show. Like, these guys have been looking amazing. Right. Let's see if they can keep up some of the pressure here. Crucial, one of the highlighted players right now has been doing a great job with the big green, as well as finding entry frags here for Endpoint as well, which is very important here on a map like Inferno. If you have the op, this is the type of stuff you want to see. Crucial so quickly towards Banana to nail Snacks. And that's it. That opens up the B bomb site somewhat, because now they're down 1 defender. This could prompt Endpoint to go in for the push, thinking there's only 1 more player to fight. The problem is, though, there are 2 individuals stationed here, so if they want to go for this, you're going to have to eliminate 2 guys simultaneously. You see one of the players from Illuminar playing sneaky there. Innocent, he's going to go down. That is such a weird offensive move from his part.
Yeah, look at this. They're getting absolutely wrecked towards the A part of the map too, so there's only going to be one on... They know there's one A, and they know there's going to be 1 player here, so they're just going to group up together, make the trade on the B side. Vecchi, there's no way he's going to take down 4 players here. So they're just going to make the trade. Flash is coming over. Wants to see this guy maybe get the first one, but not even that. He's going to find Crucial with a crucial point of frag there. And this is going to be an 8th run from Endpoint. They're just rolling them right now. Illuminar, nothing to say in this round, but they're going very aggressive by themselves, Illuminar. They're not peeking together. They're just peeking 1 by 1, and that's so easy for Endpoint to deal with. And Reeds, he's gonna be the one saving here, because it's gonna have to be an eco run for Illuminar around that saved weapon from Reeds. So, we're not even gonna stop at 8 rounds from Endpoint. We're gonna keep going here, give them more and more, just feeding them. 9th round should be coming up as well, alongside it. And where's this half gonna end? Are we gonna see a 10-5 again, or are we even gonna get 5 for Illuminar? At this point, we really don't know how many they're gonna get. I think he only saw the arm there. Yes, he only saw the arm of Snacks.
It's an incredibly difficult shot to nail, and again, just before that round even began, I was talking about the confidence that you need in your operating. Crucial, he begins to run down towards Banana, flicks up the op, goes in for the pick, and not only does he go for it, but he actually gets the kill on Snacks. I cannot stress enough how difficult at times it can be, because you never know what's going to come your way. It's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. And Crucial, he didn't get no Molotovs. He didn't get no HE grenades. He had an open avenue to push, and he got that frag. Really great stuff.
They're actually forcing into this one. They're buying themselves 2 more M4s here with the MP9, so they're actually not going for the eco here at the 12th round. They're probably thinking, we don't have too many rounds to play with anymore in this first half, right? So we're gonna have to win them. We don't want to give Endpoint a free 9th round here. But the problem with that is, Endpoint, they don't care if you're weapons or not. They're just gonna wreck you anyway. Well, Mouse ran out of bullets there. Crucial, 1 HP. That is so unfortunate for Illuminar. Not getting that frag, but he doesn't hear the guy CT spawn. Vecchi picks up Surreal. Even though the T's got an entry, the CTs has pulled things back. Illuminar desperately needs to try to grab a few rounds here. This could be a fourth. Oh, he's right here on short. Oh, he's gonna find a double kill. Crucial, last man standing. Yes, he gets the trade, but it's too late. His teammate died. And he's on 1 HP. Reach is gonna take care of you. That 1 second. So, yes, Illuminar, they're forcing back. They're getting another round here. That's good for them. They need to keep doing like this. Miles stepping up big time as well. So, 3 to go here. 3 to go in the first half. If they can get an 8-7, Danny, this is definitely going to be a chance still for Illuminar. And they're taking a pulse as well, so probably it's an Illuminar pulse at this point. So they're going to try to talk the last 3 rounds what they can do. Try to scrape 8-7.
Yeah, 8-7 would be, I'd say, overall a good scoreline for Illuminar to work with by this point. Considering their opponents were leading this game 7-2. Yeah, 8-7. I'd take that any day of the week if I'm Illuminar. And right now, yeah, we do see a pause coming through. It's time for discussion here for Illuminar. I actually want to try and see them fight for some more banana presence, honestly, because we've seen them try and attempt it. You know, they throw down the grenades and then they back away. That's about it. But I actually want to try and see them hold on towards banana. You know, throw in the early grenades like you've done in the past so successfully. And how about instead of backing away, actually try to hold on towards that position, you know. Throw in the deep smoke grenade, try to hold that position for as long as possible, and then once you see some of your opponents fighting for banana control, okay, then back away. Then you can play it safe. So maybe that's something we'll see from Illuminar. I'd personally be a very big fan of such a change-up from the Polish side.
Yeah, maybe that could be a recipe they could be doing in the future here. They don't have too many rounds to play with though, so they're gonna hurry up. But there will be a buy from both teams. Endpoint start to run low on the money though, after having a couple buy rounds now. But Thomas with an entry again. Snacks need to fall back and try to stay alive because he's the only B defender. If he goes down, they're gonna have a free bomb site. Now there's a guy rotating over, but I think Endpoint should know there's 2 players on the B side now. But oh my goodness, Snacks, he goes away from the peak, he goes back in the angle, and Crucial's already holding it. And now there's only 1 guy in ruins. That's all they have on the B side here, but they're not even checking. They think he's on site. It's gonna result in a free kill from Reeds, but the problem is, what can Illuminar do? They're down to 3 players. Surreal is already saving. Oh no, that's the T side. Never mind. He's holding the flank here. There's 2 players coming through the second mid. But I do think Illuminar are saving anyway here, so it doesn't matter. Endpoint, you're gonna get up on 9 here, so there's not gonna be an 8-7. The best they can hope for is a 9-6.
Surreal is on the hunt. He's expecting someone to be in library, and yep, he's gonna make sure that Reeds gets back to reading. Yeah, this is gonna be now 8 rounds, turning into 9 for Endpoint. So this is turning out to be, yeah, like a very stellar first half of them. They can be quite happy with what they've been able to do here so far, which is quite the opposite of Illuminar. Now, of course, they still have 2 more rounds to work with, but of the 2 rounds, one of them is actually, I'd say even both of them, going to be pretty weak investments. Here, Snacks and Veggie will have rifles and some utility. But if, say, Illuminar end up losing this upcoming round, then yeah, weaponry is going to be looking worse on their part. You got a few FAMASas, the MP9. Though it's not that big of a deal, I'd say, in a map like Inferno. It's close quarters. The MP9 can still do a lot of fine work. And Crucial, early opening frag. Of course it is. Never doubt this man. He is so good right now here.
Well, that is not the start you want here on Illuminar when you're trying to win 5-6 rounds on a city-sided map. You're struggling to win rounds. Endpoint, they just... It's like candy. They're giving up candy rounds to Endpoint. And this is what we said, you know, on the first map. We don't know where Illuminar stands on this map, so they're probably gonna have to win map 1 to take us to a 3rd map, right?
Yeah.
And them losing their own map pick on Mirage, it's just... That's why Endpoint put themselves in a golden position to win this 2-0. You can see there's more players being shot down here, and this is gonna be a 10th from Endpoint. They're losing all the guns here. It's all into Snacks from us. And at this point, it's most likely gonna be an 11-4. Even worse than, you know, Mirage first off. And, you know, when you got absolutely wrecked on that one, you know, it's just... It's not looking... It's just looking bad. unfortunately, Illuminar. They're after this one, they're gonna be 6 rounds away from getting knocked out here on the LOOT.BET Season 6. And they're not gonna get any money. Money's only in the top 4 placements. So even if you reach playoffs with 3 wins, you still need to win 1 playoff match. I kind of like that because that, puts more teams, doing the research and trying to reach the money. Because if it's only top 8, right? If you only reach the playoff and get money, then it's like, okay, I get money anyway. But now they have to fight for it, right?
Oh yeah, I definitely am a big fan, a big proponent of these top-heavy prize pools because it definitely forces the teams to work harder for their goal, for the eventual victory that they're hoping to achieve. So I'm definitely a big fan of that. And well, as of now, Illuminar, as I was talking earlier, there's going to be some money issues if they can't win that previous round, and that's exactly the case. This is the last round, the first half, so it needs to be a purchase. But it's bad. It's pistols, it's SMGs, it's a few armor sprinkled in. Definitely not great. Thomas, though, feeling the heat. Well, back away there from Banana. Allow Illuminar to actually hold on to some Banana control for now, but due to the lackluster amount of utility, I don't think they're going to hold on to Banana for too long, but I like this. A change up in the apartments. Maybe that's going to be a few kills in their favor. No, both defenders go down. And Endpoint also getting a frag towards Banana. This round is over. Endpoint, they're going to win themselves the 11th round here as Thomas, I'm sure, is ready and waiting to secure the final kill. 11 rounds here for the CT side of Endpoint. That'll be victory here for the first half, but it's not over for Illuminar.
No, it's not over, but Endpoint, they're 5 away from winning, and with their pistol streak, when they're winning every single pistol round, Illuminar, they're striking so hard on every single pistol. I'm not really fancying Illuminar's chances here going into the second half. This seems to be a very, very quick best of 3 game with 2 straight maps from Endpoint, but Illuminar, if they want to make a comeback here, they're gonna have to start with a pistol, and we haven't seen any of those pistol rounds really going their way in this end today. So Endpoint, they only need 5 CT rounds on their map pick. This should be a done deal. This should just be 3 rounds, just be feeling pretty good about themselves here, Endpoint, but they're still gonna have to do the job, of course. So they can't just slack off. They still need to be 100% focused. We can see early information is being dealt here from the CT side. But they're putting 3 guys towards the B site. And 2 guys kind of aggressive in the middle. So they may just want to force them towards B with this mid aggression. Trying to pull them to the B site, and well, they did that, they did the job. Now they're going towards B, where Endpoint got 3 players. And Surreal, he gets the guy mid. Oh no, that's not a good start. Now they're gonna push onto the B side. 3 versus 4. I have a bad feeling about this round. Oh my goodness, oh my god, they're not hitting the shots here on Endpoint. The box are doing the work here, and that's the second frag. But oh my goodness, they got line up for Thomas, but only gets the 1. Endpoint, 5v4, there are 3 guys on the B site. They're pushing in. They're not gonna make it happen. One will be getting planted here. Gets the tap. Oh my goodness, they stacks. Missed a lot of shots, but eventually he gets the kill. It's down to crucial now. Try to make the clutch happen. But this is not going to happen. It will be Illuminar somehow winning the pistol round here.
This is going to be the victory for Illuminar. I mean, crucial. He is down and out. Best thing to do would be to try and save the fuse kit and the armor, but yeah, not going to happen. Illuminar, very successful hit here on the B bomb site. There's no denying it. I mean, that was stellar from their part. Early on, winning the aim duels, eventually securing the player's backside, and there we go. That's the lifeline they desperately needed to stay alive here on this second map, the pistol round victory. It goes in their favor. Now it's time to convert some of these next rounds as well. And even though winning the pistol round is very important, I think at times it's even scarier to go up against this second round, the forced by here of Endpoint, which of course, as you do see on your screens, has taken place.
Yeah, it's kind of scary. Against the scout, you're gonna get tagged by the scouts and stuff like that. You just need to try avoid getting tagged, because if you get tagged, the pistol is gonna finish you off, right? So yeah, they only got 1 scout likely here, and not like 2 that teams normally have. So, but be ready for these 1-leaks as well. This could definitely come in play. So Illuminar, they gotta be very, very careful about this 17th round if they want to have a chance to make this comeback. And of course, we want to. They want to make it to a third map, but they're far from there. And here comes the play. Smoke being departed from the CT side is too late though. They're already crossed in. Nade is doing good damage on Snacks. Actually, already took a little bit of damage, but it didn't do too much. 55 seconds to go. They're gonna give them the B side here in Illuminar. So Endpoint, they're just gonna fall back and save here. They're gonna go for the similar buy. They're gonna save all these 5 weapons and stuff into the next round again and try it again. I kind of like that. So they get essentially 2 force buys, right?
Yeah, you could say that, because if all players survive in this situation, then yeah, absolutely, it's going to be basically a second opportunity for Endpoint to come in with a purchase. Though I'm sure that Illuminar, even though they're aware of this prospect, they're probably not going to upgrade their weapons. They might as well just keep the Mac 10s, just like in the previous round, and hope for the best, really. Mac 10s could really come into play, especially if Surreal and Mighty Max don't buy any head armor. So for sure, if you're Illuminar, keep on playing the way you have. Keep those same weapons, just get some extra utility, and just be aware of the fact that, yeah, your opponents, they're still out here with those pistols, and they could be dangerous.
Yeah, so 11-6, not actually sure it's gonna be an 11-7 here. It could still, you know, there's a force buy here from Endpoint again, just like the last round. Save those, all 10 people were actually alive. We don't see that every day, where all 10 players on the server is alive in our entire round. So, Illuminar probably gonna do more of the same here like the last round. Just trying to get early map control, just trying to check the corners, making sure they're not walking into a stack, and then proceed forward. But Endpoint, they know they're 5 rounds away. They just need to win 5 CT rounds to win the game here. That isn't a lot to them. But still has to be done, of course. And it's a triple stack again towards the B side. Just like the pistol. But Illuminar has yet to make up their mind, because the bomb is still down there. Now when I say that, it's gonna get picked up. But spinning the eagle here. Oh, Snack's actually gonna go in here. They're actually gonna rush on the B side. Oh my goodness, this could actually be pretty good for the CT side, but actually never mind, it's a fake. They're just slashing in, making some presses known, and then they're rotating back. Now they're going to go to the A side, where there's only one CT player. This fake has worked out absolutely marvelous, but it's gonna be a fake again. They're going back to the B side. They're tricking Endpoint. Look at this, everyone except one has rotated over towards the A side. Oh, Danny, this is 200 IQ right here.
This is so big brain right now from Luminar, but even on their advancement, they still must be careful. That's good that they eliminate Mighty Max quite quickly here on the site, so he's not going to cause any trouble. But these remaining 4 CTs, oh yeah, they're out here to cause a ruckus. Right now, Surreal is going to move in. There's a certain Snacks who is quite low in HP, and if Surreal lands the scout shot, perfect. He doesn't, and he dies. Endpoint will probably even consider holding these angles at this point, though. Maybe they can still get a few exit frags. Maybe a rifle is gonna come their way, but so far it's looking good. Whew. Nice shot, Babs. Looking good for Illuminar.
Yeah, but well, they haven't gone up against the buy round yet, and you can see a couple damage has been dealt here. A couple kills, actually 3 kills for Endpoint in his force buy round, or save from the last round. It's actually pretty damn good, keeping Illuminar reinvesting into this round. And can he find a weapon? Yes, he can. So, full buy for Endpoint here. Look, they're gonna have to rebuy 3 guns. This is more money spent from Illuminar that they shouldn't really need to spend. But they will have to. So Snacks has a scout. Question is, are they gonna keep that? They probably should. Otherwise, they're gonna waste even more money. So, 11-7 for Endpoint. First buy run coming through. This is gonna be the first test for Illuminar, what they can do against the guns. If they can't put up a fight against the guns here from Illuminar, then we know where they're standing in this T side against the guns, and Endpoint should be having an idea to win this one then. But if they do win this one, it could actually be a fairly close game, to be honest. Whereas this is the second map.
Yeah, this is the
But we
second
do have
map.
a pause.
And with this being, the second map, it's really important to understand the stakes that are high They're very high at this point. Illuminar, if they lose the second map, that's going to be it here for their journey at the 6th season of Loot.BET. We're going to have to say sayonara to the Polish, or as I think it is in their language, let me think, define, I think it's Do widzenia, I'd like to say. I don't
I
know.
have no idea.
I have no idea as well, but any Polish will definitely be sure to try and fix my pronunciation and probably the word itself, because I'm not sure if that's the de facto way of saying it. But yeah, the fact of the matter is, the stakes are high, and Illuminar, at least they got the good start. You know, they win the pistol, the subsequent rounds as well, which is, I'd say nowadays is even more important than actually winning the pistol. If you get that second round victory, you know, that's even more impactful than the pistol, because second round, that's when your opponents are going for force buy, and then at least after winning it, you know that your opponent's just gonna have to go for the eco, right? Whereas if you win the pistol, well, chances are going up against another force buy, isn't it? But we do see a bit of a pause coming through, maybe a pause of a tactical nature, a discussion here for Illuminar, and now we're back in the saddle. Illuminar, they're down 7-11. In order to equalize the scoreline, they're gonna have to win a few gun rounds, try and make it work, but it's definitely possible, you know. Win one gun round, force the opponents on the eco, then you gotta focus winning on another gun round. Then the opponent's gonna have to go for yet another eco. So let's see if that's gonna work out here for Illuminar. Early banana presence seems to be part of the game plan here for both teams. Molotovs have been deployed. That's gonna stop the advancement here for Illuminar for a bit. And Innocent, gotta be careful here with the grenades also chiming in. If those grenades would have been deployed just a few seconds earlier, maybe that's a kill for Illuminar. It is for sure now. Snacks, great shooting.
Great shooting indeed, getting the first entry, but there's still 2B defenders here from Endpoint. Endpoint, they've been a little bit of hit or miss on Infernos, pretty much any map lately, so it's actually not a done deal they're actually going to win this map, just because they're on the CT side on their map pick. If Illuminar can play just as good as Endpoint did on the C side or even better, there's going to be a chance for them they can steal us to a third map. I really would not be, Endpoint would not be happy about that one. Or maybe, if that happens, maybe they're gonna second guess their map pick here on Inferno. At least they have a good T side. Really wondering what their CT side is gonna look like here at Endpoint. So far, not so good. Mighty Max falls down early on. Oh. Suri just goes away when they get a peek. And there's the molly. The smoke is gonna block it, and they know he's in pit because he smoked it. But he finds the first one, he finds the second, he's getting shot down to 16 HP, but it's a one-way smoke, so it's really hard to see him in the pit area. And the bomb will be getting planted, 2 versus 2 now. Oh, the guy in the pit is being spotted by Snacks, 13 HP, he finds Crucial. And how the hell is Thomas gonna win this 2v1? Snacks is low, right? But he found himself 3 kills, and he's in pit with an op, so his HP doesn't really matter. Oh my goodness, that smoke is gonna fade out Vichy. Just playing towards the corner, Snacks afraid of apartments and short. But he doesn't fully check the corner, and Vichy is not gonna peek out. Oh my goodness, Snacks, what? That is a crazy shot to hit as well. A 4K from Snacks. Look at Surreal, he's doing such a great job here. Getting 2 kills. But there's no backup from his teammates, they're too far gone. And that is the first buy round. Now, the money's looking pretty bad from Endpoint here in the 20th round. Just the one single op alongside the Eagles. With another pause.
Yeah, another pause not being taken, and this is the type of stuff you want to see from Snacks. You know, vintage stuff coming in, like right in there in that round. 4 kills with the AWP. Without him, I mean, there's no way in the world Illuminar is in the same position to actually win that round. So when you see the veteran like that step up, it's always nice to see. Brings a smile to my face. But also has got to bring a smile to the face of Illuminar is the fact that their opponents are yet to win a single round here in the second half. So far, I mean, it has been the Illuminar show. They have now won 4 rounds in a row. They're on the brink of winning their 5th one. And Endpoint haven't really responded just yet. So absolutely, the Illuminar machine will keep on chugging. And we do see another pause coming through. So again, another opportunity for both of these teams to have the discussion moving forward. Because even though Endpoint is on the brink of winning this second map, this best of 3, whenever you're in that position, you know, there's definitely pressure. Just like we've seen in the Espada and Prosto game just earlier today, when Espada was winning the game 15-5, I'd like to say. You know, it still took them about 7 or so rounds to be given to the opponents before they could have actually closed out the matchup. So, yeah, pressure.
Yeah, so Endpoint, they need to keep their head in the game here and not take this win for granted. Because if they do, Illuminar, they're gonna eat closer and closer, and then maybe even take the lead and win this map. And then we're gonna have to go to a third map where Endpoint should be a little bit tilted at that point. But 4 Deagles with the AWP, 1 D from Surreal. That's a good start at least. Mad and Endpoint winning this with just the one single weapon here. The Deagles are weapons, yes, but they should know when they can take it. But that mod is perfect. Taking down Crucial, but Thomas now, he's gonna go for the peak. If he finds the next frag, that's gonna be absolutely insane for Endpoint. If I go back a little bit, with a minute to go, they're into second mid. And it does look like, look at the rotation over towards the B side here, with 2 players, leaving just the AWP on A. They're making the gamble, thinking they're gonna go B. Could be the right choice actually. There's 2 players walking up banana, but they don't have the bomb. So I think it's just gonna be a B fake actually.
Oh, Thomas though.
Kill.
Fake it as much as you want, but if there's Thomas on the other side, expect for him to pop some heads. So this could also force Illuminar to, wait, let's maybe go back towards the A-bomb side. At least there's no opera here. And now Surreal though, when will he pounce? He's in a good position. In fact, the opera is here. He's ready to deliver the lethal blow as he gets a kill through the smoke of all places. And now Surreal, when will be his time? It's his time now, but he's missing the shots. A grenade being thrown out, and this round is coming to an abrupt end. Endpoint. Oh, that's
like,
so
no.
good.
He missed
So
the Deagle from Graveyard. He missed all the Deagle shots. Is he gonna die here? He's gonna miss. But then his teammates help him out. But what a run from Thomas. A single AWP investment it's working absolutely amazing. And that is a run you don't want to lose if you're Illuminar. 1 8OP against 4 Deagles is versus you. And you don't win the round at 11-8. That's your chance to close the gap, right? And then when you don't do that, well, damn, Endpoint 4 runs away now from the victory. It will be at least another buy here from Illuminar. But no HEs at all. So, yeah, weapons as well. Mac 10 you can see, a Galil. Very tough round here for Illuminar to win. So, that last round there, that was everything for Illuminar. But now Endpoint has taken a little bit of, they extended the gap a little bit. And they want to keep it at the gap they are, and ooh, that's a nice play from Thomas. He's nuts now. This guy's not missing any shots. And if he's not missing, what can he possibly do?
Yeah, because if it's not Thomas you have to face, it's Crucial you have to go up against. And Robin, more than aware that there could be some of these players behind smoke. I think that's a flashbang, isn't it? Yeah, flashbang deployed, but Robin, doesn't look towards his radar first to spot out the individuals, costing him his life. Now, of course, we mentioned Thomas. Let's look at Crucial. There's a big smoke being thrown out in his face, so he cannot see a damn thing, but he's reading the situation very well. He's expecting some kind of players to try and push through. The timing is everything. That is so good right now for Illuminar. They can use this as an opportunity to begin the push on the B bomb side and Endpoint. There's no way in the world they'll be expecting players in CD spawn already, or are they, Thomas? The awareness is there, and so are the kills. Getting himself his first one, waiting for the player to come up close, and the Deagle will get the job done. In fact, scratch that, it looked like Endpoint were more than aware of that push being a possibility.
Yeah, definitely were ready for that. And then Mighty Max taking out 2 players coming through up banana. Thomas with it amazing. He was like, okay, he's probably gonna jump around the corner if he knows I have an off. So I pull out the Deagle. That's gonna win them the round. 13-8, no money for Illuminar. This is where the roller coaster ride is probably unfortunately gonna end for Illuminar. Their fun in this game has been denied by Endpoint. They're saying, you had your fun in the beginning of this first and the second half. Well, now it's our fun to begin. And should be nice flash there, actually the nade taking him out. So this should be 14-8. before there should be any more buys coming through here from the Polish side. And well, this is what happens when you're up against an Endpoint's roster that are very strong aimers. You see, they just sitting ducks there, but Robin only gets one. But the B play has been locked down by Mighty Max. So the only way in is really towards A. So, not really too much to talk about. They're just peeking one by one here. They don't have weapons, they don't have Kevlar, so it's nothing anybody can expect from them, or expect anything from them. It has picked up an M4, but really, I think one kill should be all he gets, but Crucial, well, he holds the angle. And Danny, do you feel like Illuminar has a chance at this point? I feel like the last 3 rounds for Endpoint has just been Endpoint making sure they're gonna win this game.
That seems to be quite likely at this point. Endpoint is a few rounds away from, you know, eventually securing the victory here, and the way things are going, that is quite likely. We'll see if that's the case, though, because who knows, maybe Illuminar will actually start getting themselves some rounds on the board, but I'd say it has to start right here and right now. Yes, it's good to see that we do have a purchase. It's good. It's rifles, it's some utility, not a lot though, but it is more than enough on a map like Inferno if used wisely. Crucial though, he's just gonna keep on holding this angle and he's gonna punish Mouse because of it. He's now expecting someone on the balcony. The read is good from Crucial, and so should be the kill. Sees the tiny head of the player model, but of course it is incredibly hard to land that kill, so he will just back away. The edge right now is for Endpoint.
Yeah, tough start here for Illuminar, losing a player early. What a nade. There's a guy down towards Boiler. Then chase the player. Crossing towards B. Mighty Max is gonna take care of him. That's the bomb on the B side too. He's the first player on the B. Oh no, this is 15 frame points.
It's a disaster, really. Illuminar, just one of the players goes out towards Banana, dies with the bomb in hand. Surreal with the big flank. Yes, he will be taken down, but Thomas will secure the final kill. It just shows, really, how a team like Illuminar is just so disjointed here.
Going through the smoke walks in. Gonna go down, walks in with the AW need.
LOOT.BET.
It really does. And at 15-8, coming to an end here of today's matches here. This is the second map in the, oh my goodness.
What is this? Oh, what is going on here? It's a slaughter here in Banana from both sides. They're being pincered in, and there's really nothing they can do. Rates and Innocent can beg for a plea. They can hope for a surrender, but Endpoint will make sure that option is not viable. They're gonna take him down, and that's one stellar way to end the game and the half. With that said, 16-8, that's the victory here for Endpoint, ladies and gentlemen.